And a very good day to the world. I'm Pauline Sibina from Botswana, and I'm part of the Art of Living faculty. Thank you very much for joining us today, and a very warm welcome to you all. Today we are having this exciting series, which is the third of I Meditate Africa for this year. And our theme for this year is Africa Unites, Building Africa, Building the World. And now we will just shortly start with our national anthem for African Union.
Let us all unite and celebrate together the victories won for our liberation. Let us dedicate ourselves to rise together to defend our liberty and unity. Oh, sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life. Let us all unite and sing together to uphold the bonds that frame our destiny, our destiny. Let us dedicate ourselves to fight together for lasting peace and justice, honor. Oh, sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life. Let us all unite and toil together to give the best we have to Africa, the cradle of mankind and fount of culture, our pride and hope at break of dawn. Oh, sons and daughters of Africa, flesh of the sun and flesh of the sky, let us make Africa the tree of life.
Beautiful. The national anthem says it all. I Meditate Africa is an annual campaign held during the month of May, which, as you know, is Africa Month. And this is to promote peace in Africa through the use of meditation as a tool for inner peace and strength. In this 7th year of I Meditate Africa, the campaign driven by Art of Living volunteers across Africa have reached out to more than 3.5 million people across 24 countries in Africa. And as we've joined like this today, we are increasing the numbers, and it's so great to be here with you. We will then look at another video which gives us a preview of the previous projects that were done by the Art of Living volunteers.
Operating in 156 countries, The Art of Living is a non-profit, educational and humanitarian organization founded in 1981 by Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar is a world-renowned humanitarian and spiritual leader whose vision of a violence-free and stress-free society through the reawakening of human values has inspired millions to broaden their spheres of responsibility and work towards the betterment of the world. He is engaged in peace negotiations and counseling in conflict zones around the world. His expertise in bringing opposing parties to the negotiating table in areas such as Iraq, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Colombia, Venezuela, Sri Lanka is widely known. The Art of Living works in special consultative status with the United Nations Economic and Social Council, participating in a variety of committees and activities relating to health, education, environment, conservation, sustainable development, conflict resolution and disaster relief. It has planted 81 million trees worldwide, has rejuvenated 43 dying rivers and is providing free education.
Hi, Drupal, you can continue.
Okay, thanks, great. I think that gave you a synopsis of the wide-ranging efforts that Sri Ravi Shankar has been involved in. And actually, he says, our first and foremost commitment in the world is to do service. And it was very evident in that video that, you know, the service projects are cross-cutting and all over the world. If there is fear in your life, according to Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar, it is because of lack of commitment. The very thought, I'm here in this world to do seva or service, dissolves the I. And when the I dissolves, worry dissolves. So that is a formula for dissolving our worry. Inspired to bring a smile to every face. There are so many Art of Living volunteers who work tirelessly to meet the vision of Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. And I'm sure you'll agree from the video that you've just seen. And there's also another video that we may just show of the previous I Meditate Africa session.
Art of Living Africa. Over the years, the Art of Living Foundation has not only brought smiles to faces across the world through breath, yoga and meditation workshops, but have also reached out to communities in need, be it orphanages, prisons, or the environment at large.
I came here when I'm not smiling, but now I'm smiling.
In this critical time of the corona pandemic, the International Association for Human Values IAHV has launched its Stand for Humanity initiative, which is aimed at raising funds to provide essential needs to vulnerable and less fortunate communities. Our team in Mauritius have sponsored 600 food packs to people in need. Similarly, in Kenya, our team have provided support to 300 families in need. Our prison program aims to reduce offender recidivism and end the repeated cycle of violence and abuse. These programs are currently run by the volunteers and teachers all around Africa. The breath, water, sound programs teach simple breathing, sound relaxation, and meditation techniques to relax the individual, which seeks to address the challenges of economically and emotionally distressed communities by empowering them. Uganda. The Art of Living Uganda initiated free sessions for children at BAT Valley School, teaching them to enhance their skills using the waste materials like plastic bottles and making it into something new. The Art of Living Uganda has also conducted menstrual health education and hygiene workshops, reaching out to 800 girl children at Ketante Primary School. Kenya. Art of Living Kenya has constructed 3 classes for a high school which are currently being used by Form 1, 2 and 3. These classes have really helped us give a conducive environment for the students. The Art of Living have faithfully paid salaries to the teachers so that the children are not deprived of their right to education. The Community Cooker Projected is a project that was first introduced by Art of Living in 2013. The core objective being to provide affordable fuel for CGH and the surrounding community. The cooker uses waste materials like waste papers for heating and therefore very affordable. It helps us with cooking the food for the home and also for the restaurant that acts as an income generating project for the home. Art of Living Kenya also helped with the sewage cleanup in one of the largest slums, Kawangware. Botswana. The Art of Living in Botswana have been carrying out the blanket distribution project during the winter months for the last 15 years. They have adopted in the southern part of the country, Metsi Mutlabe and Mopane villages, and in the northern part of the country, we have adopted Mukubilo village with focus on elderly, orphans and vulnerable children and terminally ill patients at the hospice by providing them with blankets, warm clothes, groceries, stationery for the kids and other essentials. Our eyes truly are the windows of the soul. 90% of the global burden of blindness resides in Africa and Asia, and 80% is certainly preventable. Keeping this in mind, and the month of October being World Sight Month, Art of Living conducted free eye examinations at the center on the 4th of November 2019.
I'm coming here to test my eyes, but now I have glasses. I will go and read with them. I'm happy about coming here very much.
The Christmas drive in Gaborone and Francistown is also an ongoing project where we spend time with orphans and vulnerable kids, sharing hampers, study kits, and Christmas gifts. South Africa. Planting trees as a sustainable way to positively affect the environment, to raise awareness on South Africa's greening initiative. Encourage communities, schools, universities, daycare and orphanage centers to participate in greening activities. Mandela Day is a global call to action that celebrates the idea that each individual has the power to transform the world, the ability to make an impact. Since the launch of this initiative in 2006, over 30,000 blankets have been distributed during the cold winter months around the country. IAL volunteers hosted a free wellness camp for our senior citizens. Our patient base comprised mainly of senior citizens from the Alpha World Ministries Social Care Center in Soweto, south of Johannesburg. On International Yoga Day, we bring the yoga experience to all the senior citizens and children of the community to develop as a way to interconnect the mind, body, and soul.
Now we are very good who can walk, who can smile. We couldn't smile when we come here, but now we smile because this event is Baba.
Keep the Ocean Clean was created in KZN to reduce the amount of plastics that goes into the ocean through beaches and rivers. Every Wednesday, we offer a hot bowl of pasta to the many needy residents, often homeless, and passes through in Observatory, Cape Town. But more than providing a meal, it's about creating connections with the people on the streets and developing a long-term strategy to help elevate their lives, not just a soup kitchen. The very first Health, Resilience and Empowerment workshop was held in South Africa in 2020. Volunteers and teachers were trained to facilitate these simple breathwork and meditation workshops to those who have undergone severe trauma. These workshops are being rolled out on workers during the lockdown.
It leaves you feeling that you can cope better. We learned exercises for both feeling energized and feeling calm, so really great for any situation.
Nigeria. The Art of Living Foundation in Nigeria has partnered with the Center for Value and Leadership, CVL, in their flagship program, the Youth Entrepreneurship Development Program for Budding Entrepreneurs, which aims at equipping young people with the skills and attitudes to take on life's challenges. Successful completion of this program would enable the participants in each city to qualify for the next round of entrepreneurship training. So far, approximately 600 youths have completed the YLTP program. Ivory Coast. Art de Vivre Côte d'Ivoire participated in a campaign of collection of donation in order to help feeding 81 children from a slum area of Deux Plateaux in the city of Abidjan. The campaign provided food parcels to 65 families. This was the second distribution since the pandemic, and a third one is underway in May. There is still a lot more work to be done, and our volunteers across Africa are joining hands during these challenging times to bring the much needed inner strength and peace to our beautiful continent, Africa.
That has given you a glimpse of what Art of Living stands for. It's not just about the personal development programs where we teach different techniques of yoga and breathing techniques, but it's also about service. As Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar says, that our purpose is to serve. And those videos clearly demonstrate, and it's not enough. It can never be enough. So hopefully you being inspired from, that's good.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Team.
Hi.
Oh, lovely. I myself was surprised to see this video. There is so much you have all done. Africa is doing so much work. I was not fully aware of all that extensive work the continent is doing, the volunteers are doing. Let me congratulate all the volunteers and teachers for standing up to the occasion and helping people out there. I really appreciate their efforts here. Lovely.
Thank you very much, Gurudev. Thank you. And thank you, Gurudev, for hosting Africa and the world today. I'm greatly honored to introduce our esteemed leaders from across Africa who are going to share their thoughts with you. Today's session is the third and last in our series of I Meditate Africa 2020. And the theme is Africa Unites, Building Africa, Building the World. And I'm honored to introduce the Honorable Mrs. Leela Devi Dukan Luchman, Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Education, Tertiary Education, Science and Technology, Mauritius. The Honorable Vice Prime Minister has been, since December 2014, leading a major reform of the education system, cutting across pre-primary, primary, secondary, and tertiary subsectors. She has also held diverse roles of Minister of Arts and Culture, Minister of Social Security, National Solidarity and Reform Institutions, and has also served as a member of the SADC Parliamentary Women Caucus, amongst others. Over to you, Honorable Prime Minister.
And let me start by saying how pleased and honored I am to be able to interact with Gurudev and all the eminent personalities who are here this afternoon. My question, Gurudev, is in such trying and testing time that COVID has created, what is the most important lesson that the world can take from COVID-19, and especially what our continent can take from this COVID situation? Thank you.
We should know that nature has abundance for everybody. No need to dominate over one another. No need to be greedy, to have everything for oneself. And no need to experiment with nature, which could be disastrous for the entire human race. This is very important for us to put our attention on. In the name of science, we start doing things, and a small leak by one person somewhere there about the virus has cost the entire globe very heavily. It has brought down the economy of the entire planet Earth and has put several people's job at risk and pushed many out of them. So we must know, though we must advance in science, we must know more about our nature, our creation. At the same time, we must be very careful while dealing with health of the planet Earth. And we need to be very, very conscious about environment. This COVID-19 has taught us one good lesson, that is to see how nature starts rejuvenating itself, how ozone layer is back in the North Pole, how dolphins are seen in Mumbai coast, and Bangalore has got back its old weather which it had 50 years back. So there is some good things also happen. At the same time, we need to really care for millions and millions of poor people, daily wage workers who have lost their job and who don't know what to do. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bridget.
Thank you, Gurudev. I'm now happy to introduce Ambassador Rudo Chitiga, who is former Zimbabwe's ambassador to France, Portugal, Spain, and Vatican. He is a development expert who has held senior management and leadership positions in government, intergovernmental, and civil society organizations at national, regional, and international levels across countries in Africa, Asia, the Pacific, and the Caribbean. He has vast experience in social development and inclusion, capacity building, and peace building in pursuit of her life's mission to change lives. Over to you, Ambassador.
Namaste, and to my fellow panelists. One of the major significant things about Africa is our communalness, and how in the past our progress has been because we thought and worked communally. How can we today peacefully bring back and mobilize common good and a common conscience for the good of Africa, and get away from people-centered leadership, but to communal-centered leadership.
Africa, like Asia, is a very gifted continent. Africa has natural rhythm in the people, in their DNA. They have very good rhythm in them. A very strong and robust, hardworking, dedicated people. But what really is the difficulty in Africa for progress is lack of peace. You find pockets of aggression and pockets of depression. We need to attend to these two extremities that mankind is facing. Not just in Africa, around the world, but more so obvious. It is in Central African countries, and where you need peace for development. Unless there is peace, prosperity cannot come. We need to direct the energy, the tremendous energy the youth of Africa has towards constructive, creative and constructive goals. Once we succeed doing this, Africa will be one of the most developed country, because Africa has resources. Africa has natural resources and zeal and hardworking nature of people. But this lack of peace and internal conflict need to be resolved. Though at times it appears the conflict has subsided, but I feel that still it is simmering somewhere deep inside, whether it is Ethiopia, Congo, or Central African countries, Sudan, for example. And another thing is, we need to put an end to religious extremism of any sort. People should live in cooperation and move with scientific temper towards the modern era. Sometimes that is missing, and if this link is missing, then progress will be hampered. And third thing is, Africa can look towards Asia for more lessons, more wisdom, and more progress. Asia has done, especially India has been doing very good in science and technology, has been very good on knowledge-based industries, been very good in education. So some of these things Africa can benefit from, instead of copying only the Western, Western system of education, which has cost quite heavy, both for Europe and America. It can also look towards East, because Africa is in the middle. It can be a very good synthesis of East and West. Take the best from both sides, then Africa can benefit a lot. And another thing I would say is keeping our young people away from addiction. I see addiction, whether it's alcohol, smoke, or drug, these things are also, has weighed very heavily on the youth of Africa. So we need to keep our youth away from violence and addiction and give their tremendous energy a very creative and positive direction. I think Africa will surge forward than all other countries in the planet. Yeah.
Thank you, Gurudev. I'm happy to introduce next Professor Fred Mark Bagonluri, who is President and Provost of Academic City College, Hartsog, Accra, Ghana. Professor is an accomplished scholar in engineering and science and has served in various roles across disciplines of engineering, strategy, marketing, and research. which led him to be co-inventor on 22 issued US patents and has numerous technical publications amongst his achievements. Over to you, Professor.
Thank you, Pauline. Gurudev, it's good to see you again after my visit to the ashram, and we are looking forward to seeing you at Academic City's inauguration soon. My question for you is that the world appears to have been paralyzed by the coronavirus. Our physical world is facing tremendous challenges. My question to you is that will this be an opportunity for people to start becoming more spiritual, people turning into divinity for solace?
Whether corona or not, humankind has always been seeking for peace and inner solace. Even before this and after this, that will continue because mankind wants a peace, a solace that material things doesn't provide us. If material world can provide us everything, then we would not even look for something spiritual. Unfortunately, material world doesn't provide us all that is needed by one's being, one's soul. So definitely one keeps looking towards something higher, a higher power. And this quest of mankind to find his or her own origin, his or her own roots, is very, very important. And our roots are in consciousness, and we are consciousness. Today, fortunately, science and spirituality have shaken hands. They have recognized they are just mirror image of each other. So in this scenario, study of consciousness and experiencing our unbounded nature would transform our lives beyond words. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gurudev. I'm happy to introduce Ms. Marlene Leroux, Cape Town. She is CEO at Skate Theatre Center and co-founder of Women's Achievement Network for Disability. Her passion is to make a difference using arts and culture to empower and enable disadvantaged groups to find meaningful careers. Her active involvement in arts and culture, youth development, women affairs, and uplifting human values for people living with disability has earned her national and international recognition at different levels. Over to you, Ms. Leroux.
I'm very humble today, Guru. Thank you. The arts plays a significant role, a part emotional and physical renewing during this pandemic. And my question that I would like to pose to you, Guru, is how can we use art, music, and meditation to make us more human? And how can the arts give us hope again after the pandemic?
Yeah, I think this question is very similar to asking how would the water thirst the quench? How would water quench the thirst? So art and music are that which uplift human spirit. They are needed to our life, like food and water and air to breathe. All these things we need, no. In the same way, we do need art, music, meditation, I would say, is the food for soul. Like we have food for our body, we need carbohydrate, amino acids, proteins. Our mind thrives on entertainment. Mind thrives on music, entertainment. A child sings first, only then starts speaking. And art form is the food for our emotions, our mind. and meditation is food for our soul. So we need all three. Yeah.
Thank you, Gurudev. And next, I'm happy to introduce Mary Kaimba, who is Director of Rehabilitation in Kenya prisons. Stationed at prison headquarters, Mrs. Kaimba is passionate about rehabilitation and has welcomed the Art of Living prison program in Kenya prisons. Her work entails developing and supervising rehabilitation programs that support prisoners to change and be better citizens in Kenya. Over to you, Mrs. Kaimba.
Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Gurudev. For being given this opportunity to say that I'm with Art of Living, which we have been using to support inmates and prisoners and even staff in dealing with their stressful moments. And right now it has become very, very useful, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. And my question is, how can I be able to measure the impact of Art of Living so that I can tangibly present it and then I'm supported wholesomely by the government? Because to me, it's a very, very important program that really energizes the inmates, enables them deal with stress, enables them settle down, and even many times become healthier than before. So this has been a challenge, and I keep trying to see how can I measure this so that I really get that support that can enable me implement this program in most of the institutions and even in most of the correction facilities, and maybe more so in most of the correction facilities in Africa, because to me, I feel it is something that is working to make a difference. Thank you.
Yeah, government's documentations and evidences, proof, and experimentation. So it would be good to have a psychologist do post psychometric analysis and then pre and post psychometric analysis up with the course. Then it becomes very obvious. You can see in black and white. Just a psychologist can say, give them a questionnaires, I interview the prison inmates, and after the program, they again do it and they can find a big difference. And it has been established world over in about 155 countries. 800,000 prisoners have been benefited by the program, and the proof of the pudding is in eating, as you say. It is very obvious, the face of the people, they say their behavior, their experiences are a big proof in itself. But to look into it like from a scientific angle, it is always good to engage psychometric measurements to find how people are feeling about it.
Thank you.
Recently, we did the psychometric analysis to nearly 60,000 students, engineering students from hundreds, 500 and odd colleges, and we found that their learning ability has increased, their stress level went down, and their energy level shot up by 83%. Like this, they're all big numbers of, big contrast was seen when the document was made. Though we know as teachers, we know the experience is there through our own experience and listening to others' experience, but documentation will always help us. Yeah?
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Gurudev. Next, I'm happy to introduce Mr. Simon Kaheru, who's Public Affairs and Communications Director at Coca-Cola Beverages Africa in Uganda. Mr. Kaheru serves on various boards across industries. Over the last 20 years, he has worked at various levels in the mainstream media in Uganda, reported for global media, served the government of Uganda in an executive office, and worked in busy corporate bodies within Uganda, regionally and globally, and ran his own business in ICT and communications. He is passionate about his family and his country. Over to you, Mr. Kaheru.
Thank you. Peace. It is an honor to speak with you today, Gurudev, and thank you for the opportunity. My question this afternoon is, the COVID-19 pandemic has created a lot of anxiety and fear amongst populations right across the world. And this points to a strain on mental health of a vast majority of the world population, all happening at the same time. And from the public commentaries and discussions going on, it's questionable if the world is paying enough attention to the long-term effects of this fear and anxiety, and how it causes an absence of inner peace. How, in your opinion, should we approach the restoration of mental health in individuals, in families, in workplace environments, and in public in general? Thank you, Gurudev.
Yes, thank you. This is exactly what has been in my mind for quite some time, the mental health of our planet Earth. And this is the reason we designed many courses, 57 different courses for all age groups from all sections of society. We designed the program both for corporates and for youth, for young people, and for middle-aged people, and for the retired, and prisoners. So these courses would help them to regain their mental health, regain their inner strength, see life from a bigger context. Once we shift our context to our life, rather than just only thinking about, how to survive next moment, to see life from a very bigger purpose and big context, and look at this enormous support the world is there offering to you. So your creativity, your confidence level, and your communication skills, and your compassion for others, all this will rise up. And this is what is needed, because after this lockout is over, the people, this pandemic, fear on the pandemic is not going to be over very soon. It will take at least a couple of years to get over it, at least a year or a year and a half. So we need to equip ourselves. Meditation is one way, breathing exercises and seminars will all tremendously help. Our happiness workshop is aimed to gain this resilient mental health and to be able to take it as a challenge, any situation, and be successful in handling it. That is why this happiness workshop today has become so popular. I have hundreds and thousands of teachers who are teaching it everywhere, including in Africa, and and people are benefiting from it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Gurudev. And next, I'm happy to introduce Sithembile Xola Pearl Tusi, who is an actress, model, television host, and radio personality in South Africa. She is multi-talented and has made great strides both on the African continent and abroad, paving the way for future talent in the creative industries. She has starred in many local and international feature films. She plays the lead in Queen Soho, Netflix's first original African series. 2020 has seen Pearl's career soaring into the international cosmetic industry. Over to you, Ms. Tusi.
Thank you so much. You pronounced my names so perfectly. Thank you. First of all, I'm so excited to be here. I'm incredibly honored. I'm proud. Namaste to everyone here. And I can't believe this is happening, Gurudev. Thank you so much for this opportunity, everyone. my question is less serious sounding, because I knew there were going to be quite distinguished people here today, but it's on a very personal level. And I wanted to ask, is it possible that meditation with the right intentions can create racial, class, and religious harmony? And can meditation be used to connect or prepare maybe someone for the other side or an afterlife, that is, if there is one? Thank you.
The answer is yes. Yes, it has connected people across the globe. I have seen this. Art of living is in itself an evidence to see how meditation has brought a sense of belongingness, a sense of one world family throughout the globe. You know, because see, when you are free from stress, you see things much clearer. And you have a sense of belongingness with human beings, irrespective of their race, religion, nationality, or what they do, or where they come from. You know, I usually give an example. You may have cows of different colors, but the milk is always white. It's only one color. Like that, our races, many different races, our skin color may be different, but our blood color is only one. So, our spirit, our soul is the same, is one, and that unity of consciousness is what makes us more humane. You know, if we miss this, then we are not using our human values, human potential that we are born to use. So meditation removes the stress, it unites people, it helps you to see beyond your color or your class or your form of worship, caste or religion, whatever it is. It helps you to see beyond all that. Like children, if you put children of various religions or nationalities all in one room, they will all play very happily. This you can see in the United Nations and in the schools and colleges of international schools where people from all different countries mingle together. In the same way, the prejudice between people, if it has to come down, meditation has to be adopted. If we adopt meditation as part of our routine, it makes a big difference. Now you see, there is a difference in the way people think, because the mind likes somebody, they don't dislike someone. But if we can get over our small likes and broaden our vision, then you find the whole planet Earth belongs to you. So meditation has this ability to do. It removes the stress, it unites people and connects us very deeply and makes us happier from deep within.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you. And is there an afterlife, and do you think we can connect with it through meditation?
Pardon?
Is there like an afterlife, and can we connect with it through meditation if possible?
Yes. Definitely possible. Because the other dimensions of consciousness are all available to us. It's just a matter of training. We go deep in meditation, then we can connect to many other dimensions. We live in a multi-universe, a multiverse. There are many, many dimensions, and we'll definitely be able to do that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll just take a couple of minutes and we'll continue with meditation. Just 1-2 minutes we take and then
Yeah, with your permission, Gurudev. we would like to launch a song for Africa Month. We would like to dedicate this song titled One World, One Family to the peace in Africa and peace in the world.
Peace in Africa, peace in the world. Wonderful. Yeah, let's go.
When the unimaginable just becomes inevitable, then true love shall remain. If we keep loving. So maybe just think. What do you feel? Nature's there watching, God is watching. Let love be real. Yes, I do belong to you, and you do belong to me. We can stay together, love each other, and live in peace. One world, one family, one family. Vasudeva, Kutumbaka, Vasudeva, Kutumbaka. One world, one family. One world, one family. Vasudeva, Kutumbaka. Vasudeva, Kutumbaka. Give some help, give it free. The eyes crave a return, but our spirits need stay pure. Give some help, give it free. Don't stay humanity. The eyes crave a return, but our spirits need stay pure. And make the world know what I can do it all. One world, one family. One world, one family. Vasudeva, Kutumbaka. Vasudeva, Kutumbaka. One
And let's keep our gaze at 30 degrees. Let us look at a distance of 1.5 feet in front of you, say half a meter in front of you. Let's keep our gaze at half a meter space in front of us and relax our shoulders. Let's sit back and relax. And let's keep our body still for a few minutes. If you want to make some slight adjustments, this is the time. We just do a little adjustment so that we can be still for a couple of minutes. And we fix our gaze at half a meter space in front of us, a 1.5 foot distance. First and foremost, let's take our attention to our own body. Let us remember the weight of our body, whatever that is, 60 kilos, 130 pounds, 150 pounds, whatever it is. We came into this planet weighing just 4 kilos or 7 pounds, 8 pounds. And today we weigh whatever we are weighing. 60 kilos, 70 kilos. Our body has billions and trillions of cells. There is enormous energy in our body. Let's keep our attention on our own body. Let's take a deep breath in and relax. And breathe out and relax. Let's scan through our own body mentally. Let us close our eyes gently. Let's take our attention to the top of the head and bring our attention to our forehead, our eyes, our ears, the back of the head. Let's take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. As we breathe out, let us relax our body even more. And let's bring our attention to our nostrils. Relax our cheeks and our mouth, lips. Let's bring our attention to our neck and throat and relax all the muscles there. Our neck is like a bunch of pipes going through. It's a bundle of pipes in our neck. All the blood vessels, the foot pipe, meat pipe, voice box. My God, so many. Just relax our neck and shoulders and chest, the thorax region. And let's relax both our arms. And both our legs too. Let us honor our own body. A body is the most precious gift to us from nature. Let us honor our own body. Let us become aware of the air that's all around our body. And let us breathe in, take a long deep breath, and breathe out and relax the body. Let us pay attention to the second dimension of ours, that is the breath. Like fish in the water, we are in an ocean of air. We have no survival outside the atmospheric air. Let us pay little more attention to the breath. Incoming breath energizes the body, while outgoing breath brings relaxation. This phenomenon is happening all through. Let us pay attention to this phenomenon. We breathe in and it is energizing the body, and outgoing breath is bringing relaxation to every cell of our body. Let us become aware of the air inside of us and the air all around us. In fact, every cell of our body is breathing in, is consuming oxygen and giving away carbon dioxide. It's the breath that brings value to our life, our body. Let us honor our own breath as you would do an honored guest or a dear friend. Let's breathe in with reverence, with friendliness, and breathe out and see off the outgoing breath. Little more attention on the breath. Let's do this with a big smile. Breathe in with a smile, and let's breathe out with a smile. Let's move on to the third dimension, the mind. Our body is like the wick of a candle, the mind is like the glow all around it. The life energy is all around our body and inside of our body. Whatever thoughts are coming in the mind, just let them come. जो भी विचार आते हैं आने दें, न रोकना न ठोकना. Whatever thoughts are coming, just let them come. Good thoughts, bad thoughts. We just embrace them all and relax. Our mind is subtler than air and subtler than water. So it spreads. Let it. Do not concentrate or focus or force anything on the mind. Just give it total freedom. Your mind is free to go wherever it wants to go. If you find any tension anywhere in the body or some irritation in the mind, just let it be. This moment we are not going to do anything. Just let it be. This moment our body is still, our breath has become subtler. Mind is becoming quieter. Let us become aware of the space in the room that we are in. Another deep breath in, and let's hold the breath and slowly let go. Let us become aware of the space above our head up to the ceiling of the room we are in. A gentle awareness, no forcing of any sort at all. As our body relaxes, the mind expands, and as the mind expands or become aware of a vaster area, our body starts relaxing faster. Let go of all your efforts. No effort to do anything right this moment. When we let go of all our efforts, our mind expands and occupies this entire room that we are in. Another deep breath in and let go. Let's keep a big smile on our face. As we smile, all the muscles and tissues in our face gets deep relaxation. As we smile, our brain relaxes well. Let's breathe in with a big smile and breathe out with a smile. And let the smile percolate the whole body. Let the forehead start smiling and the back of the head start relaxing. Let go of all our efforts. This is the time to let go of all our efforts. Any discomfort or tension anywhere in the body, just let it be for few minutes. They will dissolve on their own. This moment, there is nothing to do and nothing to know either. We are not interested in knowing anything or doing anything. We simply relax. And that is meditation. सब प्रयत्न छोड़ दे। इस वक्त जानने के लिए कुछ नहीं है, ना करने को। Relax more and more and more. You are peace. You are space. Let the smile percolate to the back of the head. Just imagine the back of head is also smiling. Let us repose in ourselves, honoring our own mind, honor our own intellect, honoring our own body. And this world which is our own, let us honor the entire environment we are in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You are peace. You are peace. Become aware of the vast space, billions and trillions of stars. And just let go. Any tension anywhere in the body you find now, just be with it, embrace it, and you will feel, you'll see it starts dissolving and disappearing. Any pain or discomfort anywhere in the body, just take your attention, keep your attention there, and give a big hug to that sensation or feeling. And see it dissolving and disappearing. You may take another deep breath in, hold the breath, and breathe out with a smile. We'll do it once again. We'll breathe in with a smile, hold the breath, and breathe out and let go. And slowly and gradually, at your own speed, become aware of body and surroundings. Let us take another deep breath in and breathe out. You may gently open your eyes.